Dear students, welcome to your on class Chemistry with Mind. Namaskar. Today we will study some basic concepts in organic reaction mechanism. In basic concepts in organic reaction mechanism, first we will study homolytic and heterolytic fission. So let us start. In homolytic and heterolytic fission, first we will study homolytic fission. After that we will go to heterolytic fission. So first is homolytic fission. This homolytic fission is also called as homolysis. As you can see, homolysis. Homo means same or equal. Equal means symmetrical. And lysis means degradation or cleavage or fission. So homolysis can be called as symmetrical fission or symmetrical cleavage. So it is also called as symmetrical fission or cleavage. Now, what is symmetrical fission or symmetrical cleavage? When a covalent bond breaks in such a way that each atom of the covalent bond takes away one electron of the shared pair of covalent bond, then it is called homolytic fission or symmetrical fission. A covalent bond breaks in such a way that each bonded, here bonded means covalently bonded, each bonded atom takes away one electron from where? One electron from shared pair. Which shared pair? Because a covalent bond made up of sharing of two electrons, that shared pair, from shared pair of a covalent bond, then it is called symmetrical fission or homolytic fission. Now, in homolytic fission, each bonded atom is taking away one electron, and to represent the one electron, the homolytic fission is represented by fish hook like arrow, because in fish hook like arrow there is only one-sided curve. One-sided curve represent one electron transfer, that I will explain here. Suppose there is one molecule, that is A, B. This is the shared pair of electron. Now, when it will undergo homolysis, then each atom will take away one electron. So it will form A and B. Now each atom is taking away one electron, and that is represented by fish hook like arrow. So this is the fish hook like arrow. You can see here, in this fish hook like arrow there is only one-sided curve. One-sided curve represent only one electron transfer. Okay, so it is forming A and B, that is having the 1 electrons, but it is a neutral charge species. Since it is a neutral charge species and having 1 odd electrons, so it is called free radical. So free radicals are the product of homolytic fission. So I will write here. So homolytic fission is represented by fish hook like arrow, and that arrow is, I will show you here, like this. That is fish hook like arrow, or there can be more curvature, then it will be like this. That is the fish hook like arrow. And chemical species which are neutrals and having one odd electron are the product of homolytic fission. Now you can see this is the neutral, as I have told you, and having the odd electrons. So it is called free radical and called as free radicals. Now one more thing here, you can see these are the free radicals. Free radicals means neutral chemical species. Since these are the neutral chemical species, so this covalent bond should be non-polar, correct? Because if it will be polar, then these species cannot be neutral, correct? Since these are the neutral chemical species, so this covalent bond must be non-polar covalent bond. It means the homolytic fission occurs in usually non-polar covalent bond. So here I will write homolytic fission usually occurs in non-polar bond. Now this I am erasing. Now you can see here I told you non-polar bond. Now non-polar bond always favored by non-polar solvent, and polar bond always favored by polar solvent. It means the homolytic fission is favored by non-polar solvent. Second thing, since homolytic fission is making the free radicals. Free radicals, how you know how it is formed? Free radicals are always formed by the high temperature reaction, or in presence of UV light radiation, or in that reaction we are using, or we can use free radical initiators also. Free radical initiators like peroxides, non-polar bond and favored by non-polar solvent. And high temperatures or presence of UV radiation and presence of free radical initiator. Like peroxide. So this is the homolytic fission. Now come to the heterolytic fission. It is also called as heterolysis. Now, what is the meaning of heterolysis? You can see here hetero. Hetero means different or unequal. Unequal means unsymmetrical, correct? And lysis. Lysis means, as I have already told you, degradation, cleavage or fission. So unsymmetrical fission. It is also called as unsymmetrical fission. Unsymmetrical fission means unequal fission. It means when a covalent bond breaks in such a way that one of the bonded atom, there is two atoms bonded to a covalent bond, but only one of the atoms that is bonded to the covalent bond takes away both electrons of the shared pair of a covalent bond. Then it is called heterolytic fission. When a covalent bond breaks in such a way that one of the bonded atom, in case of homolytic fission, each bonded atom, but here only one of the bonded atom, one of the bonded means covalently bonded, correct? Because we are talking here about covalent bond. So one of the bonded atom takes away both electrons. Both electrons of, here I am writing E minus. E minus means electrons. Both electrons of the shared pair of a covalent bond. Then it is called heterolytic fission. called as heterolytic fission. Now, as I told you in the homolytic fission, there is each atom is taking away one electron. So, one electron means that is represented by fish hook like arrow. Fish hook like arrow, why? Because fish hook like arrow is having only one-sided arrow, and one-sided arrow means one electron transfer. But here one atom is taking both electrons. It means there should be two-sided arrow. Two-sided arrow means it is represented by curved arrow. So heterolytic fission, because curved arrow is having both sided curvature. Heterolytic fission is represented by curved arrow. Curved arrow. Curved arrow means like this. Here you can see this arrow is both sided arrow. In the fish hook like arrow it was like this, only one sided arrow. So one sided arrow means one electron transfer. Here both sided arrow means two electron transfer. That's why it is represented by curved arrow. So I will give you the example here. See, suppose this is the covalently bonded molecule, correct? Now it will undergo heterolytic fission, or simply we can call it heterolysis. Heterolysis. Then what will happen? One of the atom, either this one or this one. Now how we will decide this one or this one? The atom, the bonded atom, covalently bonded atom, which is more electronegative, that will take away both electron of the shared pair of covalent bond. Suppose in this case this A atom is more electronegative, so this shared pair will be towards this side slightly, okay. Now this will go to here like this. Here I will write A is more electronegative. Correct? So it will be A minus and B plus. Correct? Now suppose second case. Suppose B is here more electronegative, then the electron pair slightly will be towards B. Then heterolysis. Now this will go to here. This is curved arrow, okay, and it will form A plus and B minus. Now here you can see this A and B are the charged species, and these charged species are the product of heterolytic fission, and this positively charged are called as cation and this negatively charged are called as anion. So this is cation and this is anion. So we can write it like charged chemical species are the product of heterolytic fission. Correct or not? And they are called as cation and anion. Called as cation and anion. Now here I am not writing respectively, because here this is the anion, this is the cation, but here this is the cation and this is the anion. So any atom can be cation or anion. So here I am just writing cation and anion, not respectively. Correct? Now as you can see, this is the cation and anion. It means the covalent bond should be polar covalent bond. Correct? So heterolytic fission always or usually occurs in polar covalent bond. Correct or not? Now, as I told you, in case of homolytic fission, non-polar covalent bond is favored by non-polar solvent, but this is polar covalent bond. It means heterolytic fission is favored by polar solvent. Correct? Heterolytic fission is favored by polar solvent. So this is the story of homolytic fission and heterolytic fission. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask in the message box. I will try my best to give you the reply as soon as possible. Thank you very much.